Hi, and welcome to the next solo episode of the FindFocus show. Today we will talk about how to design your perfect day. That's something I've been struggling with for a long time, especially because I was working alone from home. And as you might have experienced if you're a solopreneur like me, or if you ever worked from a home office or something like that, it's really hard to maintain structure. And I recently set out to redesign my day, to design a new perfect day. And I think, especially after reading like this book, the 30 Days book from Russel Brunsen, I noticed that all of the people who were interviewed there, like basically the book was about how to restart your business if you lose everything and you just had like online access and software like ClickFunnels. And I noticed like almost all of them had one portion about like maintaining your health and building the right mindset and starting your day right during this intense rebuilding of their businesses. So I decided to do the same for myself. So and what I noticed is it's really important to take care of the fundamentals. The more energy you have, the more convincing you sound in podcasts like this, the more it transitions to all aspects of your work. And for this I just started out like always designing a simple mind map. And for me, the most important point was to get more energy. And one huge portion is food. So I basically decided what I want to have for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. I just decided to keep it simple, just using common sense, using stuff that I tried in the past. And then I added exercise to my morning ritual, basically something I've been neglecting for the last 6 months. And I decided to really keep it simple. So I started about 2 weeks ago to just doing the Hour of Power from Tony Robbins, just going outside the house, walking for about half an hour, listening to his voice, getting into a state of gratitude and visualizing my day. And that really helped. And now I'm back on track to add exercise and cold shower. And I also included some meditation in my day, something we will go over a little bit later. And I try to optimize my sleep. And it's if you're running a business, it's all about energy and focus. So when I started out with Tony Robbins, and I think if you start to build any new habit, it's really important to keep it simple in the beginning. You can refine later on and see what works, what does not work, but try to keep it really simple in the beginning and try to implement something that you could just stick on for the next 30 days or whatever. And I missed my Hour of Power only once because we're moving to a new house. But after that, like there's one rule you have to, like, whatever it is that you want to change, you never have to miss twice whatever habit you're trying to change. And it's the same like with tracking. I try to continually improve the process that I'm building right now, and that means I'm designing checklists, for example, like how I promote this podcast, and then I try to fill out to plan my day with my productivity planner. And then I have this little ring here which basically tracks how well I sleep, how much I exercise, and gives me a number for that, which is pretty cool because I do not have to do anything for that. And then I try to plan my food and the activities I want to do throughout the week. And then I gave some thought to obstacles that came up. So that's how I got started planning my day. And then I just started out designing my morning ritual. I usually get up at 5 a.m. because my wife leaves to work at around this time. Sometimes I get up a little bit later, like 5:30 or something. but I decided I wanted to have like more exercise in the morning, so I decided to start with something called the Wim Hof method. It's basically while I'm still lying in bed, I flood myself with oxygen, and after that I do some simple yoga exercises and do a really short 7-minute workout. I feel like, because I've been out of shape for the last 6 months, I just wanted to start really, really simple. And the 7 is just a simple app on my phone, and it just takes 7 minutes to do this exercise. And afterwards, I take a cold shower. I have a glass, half a liter with a lemon in pure water. And then I take the last remaining time to read and educate myself, to have tea and breakfast, basically. And then at 6:45, I wake up the kids and make them ready for school. And then at 7:30, I decided to start my work day. I maintained the habit of doing the Tony Robbins Hour of Power. I just go for a short walk, which is my favorite part right now in the morning, like the priming and the gratitude exercises, which is really, really awesome. And then at 8 a.m. I try to be on the computer and start my work day. And then I added some other important things. At 9:30 I have a short meditation session, and then I work, have lunch, work, nap, and work again. So this is how I try to structure my day. And then at 4:45 the kids are returning from school usually, and then I also designed some kind of evening routine. It does not work that well right now, but it's important that I have it like that I know that what I want to be doing. Like right now, my main focus is on starting my day right, and in starting your day starts in the evening. But this is something I'm really working on, and but this mind map really helped me to get clear on my goals. And because it's quite hard to maintain this during the day, I also set up FindFocus here to help me go through the day. For example, like in the morning, I do not allow distractions. I block Facebook and all this stuff to get some work done, like recording this podcast. And then what I really like is FindFocus has the option to schedule breaks. Something like in the past, I used to have like just flexible breaks. I used the software to just remind me to get up every 50 minutes to have a short 5-minute break where the software turns my screen black. But now I'm using the scheduled breaks, so I really have a clear structure in my day. As you can see here, like short 5-minute break, and then like a 15-minute break for meditation, then another short break to just get up, get moving my body a little bit, and then a break to start my lunchtime, and then another 5-minute break. And then in the evening, because that's right now my low time, I feel I do not have that much energy, I included some time for having a nap. And and in case I work a little bit longer, I just added some more 5-minute breaks, which is pretty cool. And I did that for every weekday. So that's how I structure my perfect day. I hope you do something like this as well, like to plan your day, to see what kind of what kind of structure you can give your day, so you stick to your routines and you start building better routines. And the next step that I will do is like really define what I want to do in my first working session. It's probably something like recording a podcast like this, and then promoting it, setting it so it goes live on YouTube and Facebook, and on my podcast. I don't know where you're listening to this, but this is actually pretty cool, and I'm really excited that I did this. I think I should have done this 2 years ago and reviewed this like at least weekly. But we all have to start somewhere, and I hope you find this helpful. I hope this gives you some ideas what you can do, especially if you're working from home. And if you're still like locked in a job or something, I would highly recommend that you do the same. Like, think of the things that will give you energy, that you need to do to gain more energy and to gain more focus, and then find times where you do these things. Like, it's a really simple concept, but it's hard to execute because there's always some obstacles coming up, and that's inevitable usually. But if you are aware, something we talked about yesterday, if you're aware of the obstacles, that's the first step to make this really happening and designing your perfect day. So I hope you find this episode useful. Please subscribe to my channel, to the podcast, wherever you're listening to this. And I'm looking forward to talking to you tomorrow or in 2 days. Have a great day.